Alrighty, welcome back. We're back at it. What I've done is I've jacked the race car up in the air, and I went underneath and blacked a few things out. If Jolene wants to come over, show you with the camera. Queen Jolene is going to show you with the camera. I went inside and blacked out a little bit. Got some rock art on the floor in places. It does not matter. Basically, this is making a race car basically with what you have, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to get it ready so we can put it on back of the truck. She wants it 3 different colors: red, white, and blue with white stars. So basically she wants this trim piece here painted red all the way around and around there. We're going to trim it up right now. What can I say? I think this car was probably, what, 3 weeks to build? Probably about 3 weeks to build. We've got a 30-day car hauler out there, and we are doing it just as fast and as basic as possible to have the most fun. This is something that I think that a lot of people probably should think about trying to do or having fun with. We are not worrying about dents. We are not worrying about scratches. We are not worrying about anything. This is a race car that's going to go back on the truck that we just did. I'm going to tape off the places that we're going to paint red, and you're going to actually, if you're going to watch this video, you're going to watch us paint it red where we're going to tape it off. So I'm going to tape it off a little bit. I think I want a pair of glasses on. Sometimes I feel like I want glasses, and sometimes I don't. I'm at that stage in my life where, wow, them are dirty.
There's a pair here.
What's that, sweetheart? She got a pair for me, she said. God bless her. If you couldn't tell, I love my Jolene. If you can't tell. If you can't tell, I love my Jolene. So we're just gonna tape it off like we would any other time. When you're taping the car off, just gonna tape off the body lines. Also, where I'm taping this off with the 3/4 inch tape, you probably wouldn't tape off your, your high dollar car with 3/4 inch. You probably want to tape it off with fine line tape. What I mean by fine line tape is it's a little thinner, easier to make lines. This car was sectioned. That's why it has this well mark here. This wheel well was never that close to that body line, and we did that. I think me and Jim did that, or me and Aiden, one or the other. Aiden helped me chop the car. And basically we knew what we were doing when we were going for it. We're just going to build something that, have fun with. So I'm just putting a little tape on this right at the present moment on the body line to be able to paint it without getting a bunch of paint on the next color. That is the blue. And I think I've said it before. If you do not know, you have to tape something off in order to paint something two-tone. That's why it costs more money, because it's more work. So what's going to happen is I'm going to tape this off. Jolene's going to jump in with a brush and help me, because she's so lovely. So we really want to get this done so we can put this on the back of the truck. I really want to haul it up on the back of the car hauler to see where I have to put the hold downs and all that sort of stuff. Another funny thing, after yesterday, Jolene said to me, she said, "You were often concerned how rough that car rode." But she said, "I drove that thing down the track just as fast as it would go." And I thought to myself, you're right. You're right. And basically, I never had a chance to drive the car. All I did was expect Jolene to drive the car. And well done, Jolene. Well done. There's a thing there where I would have thought, wow, what's all the noises? What's all the noises? And maybe it was a good thing where Jolene was driving, was thinking, the noises are supposed to be there. Maybe, I'm not sure. Probably not. But She did a good job. She did a good job. So I think you only want this line red?
Yeah.
You don't want that one?
No.
Okay. So let's go back. I want to go around back to the other side, do it again that way, just to make it easy on myself. So we just put that tape there so we're not getting red down on. I'm going to start it right here. And I'm going to run it around and try to stick with the body line itself. All right, let's try that again. Let's pull that off. Oh, pulled some paint off. That's okay. And the reason being is, this is Jolene's race car. And we're not trying to make it look gorgeous, we're just trying to make it look flashy. And think back in the day of a race car. We're just kind of playing with this, having a lot of fun with it. Or I am anyways, I'm having a lot of fun with it. And the reason I'll say I'm having a lot of fun with it is because it's not so hard on the nerves that everything has to be perfect. That's what I like about it. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. And nowadays, everybody thinks you gotta be perfect. And no, you don't. Not even close. Not even close. I'll rip it off slow this time. I'm glad that the corners are on the outside of the tape, and the reason being on the outside of the tape because the inside, see how it crimples on the inside? Because that is shrinking. On the outside, it's stretching. It's shrinking on the inside of the tape because it's gathering. Exact same thing as metal. On the outside of the tape, it is stretching. So that's the kind of edge I'd have on the inside. Not that that matters a whole lot, but it kind of explains what's going on. We're going to have some red probably bleed down through there on that because there's a bunch of welding going down on that. We'll just run the tape on top of the door. Try to keep the paint off it. So we've got how many colors? We got 3 different colors going on. We got some blue going on. We got some red going on, and we got some white going on. And everything can be fixed. You see a little bit of paint there, that can be fixed. It's just called brushwork. Brushwork. Alrighty. She wants this line taped off, which is coming around, which goes into the back, which goes up here to the roof. So we're going to have to tape something off here. So we'll just come up here and we will tape something off. Now, I'm looking at this edge of the tape right here, and I'm measuring to the opening. This edge right here, and I'm measuring there. I'm just trying to keep it the same whole way, and it's just by eye. And so, we all know I got a good eye, and the reason I say that, look at Jolene. She's my lady. Got to talk to Archie today. Archie's the guy that sold us the truck. Told him that we're very happy with what's going on with it. Jolene's happy, which makes me a happy camper. And that made him happy. So as you see me lining out here, whatever's red, red. And don't pee to bed, because you have to wake up and I'm going to try to pull it. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull that off. And I'm going to make it a little wider there. I'm going to try to pull it above the tape. And then we'll paint the weld red with the molding. It's not been ground. And you'll have to blame that on me. As you can see, I make the molding a little bit bigger because of the weld, but that's fine. The reason I say that's fine is because it's Jolene's race car. That's fine. Painting with the brush. You can't hurt it any. That's one thing, nice thing about it. You can't hurt it any. I could have ground that off, but that's called time. We're in and out here a little bit, but that's all right too. I got some weld above where I want the line, so I'm really going to have to just go in the middle of it and try to keep the line the same. I think that's the best call. I'm going to go look on the other side and see what happens right there. I think it's straight down. Fina's loving the sun right now. She's just laying out, loving the sun. We want to thank Danny Brown for taking care of our beloved dog and Ada, good friends of ours, while we went away this weekend. They looked after you, didn't they, Fina? Huh? Which actually looks after us. Alrighty. I'm going to, I gotta go back to the other side. Sorry about that. So we've got quite a bit to do. Quite a bit to do to the race car to get it painted. I know brushwork doesn't seem like much, but yes, we got quite a bit of work to do to get it done. So we got a weekend coming up with the chop on the 39 Pontiac. More paint coming off, and that's okay. Stretching, inside tape is shrinking. Gonna pull that off. Just didn't like it, I guess. I just didn't like it. I'm gonna come start here. And you're allowed to do that anytime you don't like something, pull it off and start over. I do. Doing it, baby? Yep, she said yes. That's what I do. I just start over. When I was blacking it out, I used rocker guard to black everything out. I didn't use paint. I used rocker guard. And I said, damn it, this is taking, I don't know when to stop. And she said, that's the artist in you, sweetheart. And I said, thanks, baby. That's the artist in me. As soon as we get the tape on, we will be able to paint some red. Ah, well, it is what it is. Cool. Something I'm starting to realize, if you have a car and you want to paint your car whatever color you want to paint it, whatever you tape on the side is what you're going to see. So do not let, I know the body lines are dictating what we're doing right at the present moment. It's dictating the paint job at the present moment. But body lines do not have to dictate what you paint on your car. Ask a lowrider. Does not have to dictate what you paint on your car. Alrighty. So we've got, this is going to be red all around this area. You stick with us. I'm going to get Jolene to help me paint some. Please, Jolene, please help me. All right, we got that body molding that we want to paint it red. I think the reason why a 36 Ford is so desirable and so nice is because of them body lines. You know what I mean? It's just one after another, a body line on the bottom. It looks fantastic in my brain. Looks fantastic. I'm going to start up here somewhere and do this side, and then we'll run it to the other side. I'm going to stay above the weld mark. I think, why not? We'll add it to the molding of the car. We sectioned this car, I think 4 or 5 inches, which is a common, when I say common, but we are going to get paint peeling off this car because we did not sand it before we painted it. We just painted it. We are going to get paint coming off, but we will fix it when we come back. And I also think this car is pretty cool enough that if it does not stay a race car for the rest of its life, it can become a custom. It really could. Because it's that cool. The body mods to it. And we've got all new metal. I know it looks rough right at the present moment, but it's pretty cool. The body moldings and the custom work done. Got some painting to do, sweetheart. We got some painting to do. Also, on this car, we do not want to get rid of all the patina. It's a hair shampoo? Patina. We're trying to make it look old at the same time. We're not doing a, what can I say? We're not doing a rat rod. No, we're not doing a rat rod. We're doing a trying to make a paint job on a race car that could have been done years ago. So we're actually performing art, I guess you would call that. I'm not sure, but it's gonna look some freaking nice though, baby. Excuse me. Just trying to bring it above the weld a little bit, because you know just as well as I do, that's gonna be a hard place to paint. And somebody didn't grind it off. And I guess we know who that is. Looking fabulous you are, Jolene. Looking fabulous. So the stars are going to go in here, sweetheart. Mm-hmm. Stars are going to go in here on the big places. We won't be able to get stars up in there. Don't imagine. But
and the wheel wells are going white.
Wheel wells in here is going white. This is going red. So we got couple different paint jobs going on, people. Couple different paint jobs. Stick with us. And we're going to show you the race car that could have been. Basically, that's what we're showing you. The race car that could have been. Yeah, the little car is noisy, driving it down the road. This little car is not for the faint of heart. Is it, baby?
No.
No. Jolene said, you made fun telling me to race this car down the track, you didn't even try it. Well, you know what? I didn't. And it is noisy. I gotta come back up here a little bit. I want to get above the weld, just so we can paint it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Doesn't seem like a big job taping off a car, but it can be. Alrighty. So right now I have got taped off what we want to paint red. Jolene's going to help me. So we've got white going on also. So we've got the inside here is going to be red. Red, and in here is going to be white. So there's another tape job when it comes time to paint that white. Now I'm going to have to put a piece of tape along this wheel lip here and make sure we do not bring the white over top. I think Jolene wants the face of the chassis to go white. Not the top of the chassis, not the bottom of the chassis, just the face of it. Her wish is my command. Let's dump a little bit of paint and go for it. So we've used 2 gallons of red, 1 gallon of blue, one quart of white, and 1 quart of silver is what we got going on. And we're doing it just as cheap as possible. We never got to show the brake system on this car. And what I had to do is, before we took this car to the track, I had to make a bunch of things like the floor, the gas tank, I had to make a bunch of things. We never showed the brake system. And the brake system, if Jolene wants to show it, you can see it. On this car, it would have been mechanical. And what I've done is I've replaced it with cable and you can see how it runs down to the brake pedal down there. You can see how I've got pulleys here, so it runs over to the other side. This chassis did not belong to this car. This car was placed on top of the chassis for the new people that are here. This is a 1935 Hupp chassis with a 35 Hupp engine, and what I've done is I've made the brake system work to a 36 Ford front end that we had in the dooryard, the body that we had in the dooryard, the engine we had in the dooryard, and we put it all together to make what we need. So basically what has happened there is I made the brake system, and what I'm going to say is, before you shoot me down and say, no, that's crazy, we were at the Museum of NASCAR, and they had a race car there with cable brakes with pulleys, basically. So that's what I'm saying, and that's what I did to get it done.
And didn't we see a Bugatti had the same?
Maybe, yes, maybe. And from what I understand, if you're racing, you don't need brakes. Just going to shake this paint up a little bit. And what's going to happen is me and Jolene are going to bust into the, what kind of paintbrush did you pick up?
Foam.
We got some foam brushes we're going to go with. I'm hoping that they're going to work good. This paint dries really quick, so if you're interested in making something and painting some metal really quick, the metal, direct to metal Napa paint is quite quick. It's not like your normal rust paint, not even close. You take some normal rust paint and you try to paint something, it takes hours for it to dry. This does not take hours. I think you've seen on the truck that we did, we painted the blue, we unmasked it, and then we put on the stars. And we did not have any issues whatsoever because it dried. Jolene's going to find a place for, the blue and the green looks good together, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know.
It's funny how things happen when you're doing something, how things can happen by, not by mistake, but just by coincidence, that I put the blue and the green, and how cool that looks. The blue and the green looks really good. We could have done a blue and green truck to carry Jolene's car, but what dictated that job on Jolene's truck was the inside of the truck was red, and I wasn't going in there. I was not going to change that. I was not going to try to change that. And I did not change that. What we did is we worked with what we had, and we did what we needed to do to get it done. And basically that's what I suggest for you. If you do not want to do that, you do as you please. You take what you like and you throw away the rest. I must also say we met a lot of good people in New Jersey when we were there. We met a lot of good people. And the reason I say that, because they were very nice. We met a lot of good people. Didn't say that last time, but I want to say it this time. Met a lot of good people. Just pushing down the tape on the edges to make sure that when we paint it, the paint does not go down and creep into the blue that we do not want it to. Remind yourself, we are trying to make a paint job that fit the era, and that's what we are doing. Fit the era. I like the green and the blue, Matt. I like the green and the blue. Looks good. All right, baby. You want to give me a hand? I'll get started, actually. I'll go for it a little bit. See what happens. See what happens. I'm going to put my glasses black on. I'm going to put these ones back on. These are brand new and have not even had a spanking yet. Anybody that watches, what we're doing and follows along and has fun with it, basically what I do, have fun with it, and sees negative and just negative comments and people that are whatever, you must realize, or I've realized, and you can realize if you want to, but Mike Tyson told me this lesson. If you were mad at something or somebody, and they take your energy and make you say or do something that is not probably a good thing, that means that that person that you have got mad at owns you, basically. And the reason he's saying that is because they are taking your time and your energy, and they're taking their time and energy to think about you. And people that take their time and their energy to, I don't know if I like that foam or not, but we're going to go with it first coat. Ooh, look at that now. Race car mistake.
That's okay. Just leave it. Adds character.
Did you hear that, boys? Look at that now. Can't have that. And while I talk that foolishness, I am making boo-boos. So I have to, ooh, wow, that's not good. All right, not so much paint, I guess. The foam brush carries a lot of paint, but the red is not going to cover the blue in one swipe. That's what I found out. Just having fun with it. I don't know how fun it is spilling paint over that blue, but make sure you know if I'm making you mad and upset, I own you. Make me laugh. Make me laugh. So, when I say that wood is not making me mad because it don't own me, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, that's, man. Not sure if this foam brush is the brush or what. Yeah. We'll make it the brush, won't we, sweetheart? Mm-hmm. So it's a good little thing to keep in mind if you get mad. Damn it! That paint don't own me. If you get mad, just remind yourself, I gotta do it, because I can. We'll have to hit that one again. Rough. A little lesson for myself. That was rough. Whoa. And we're going to have creepy crawlers underneath that paint, I guarantee it. And the reason being is because that paint will run underneath that tape. Baby, you want to get in on the fun?
Yeah, I can.
Just gonna get in on the fun, boys, because I'm actually making a mess somewhat. Whew. That guy can paint with a gun, but he can't paint with a brush. Guess maybe that's why Jolene's the car driver. He can build a car, but he can't drive worth shit. Yeah. Jolene's saying, yeah. I drove all weekend, baby.
That's true, you did good.
I did. Wow, it rained, and yeah, it rained. She said I did good. You heard her. I'm going to leave it as that. I did good, boys. I did good. When your woman tells you did good, just leave it be.
Yeah.
Don't go any further. Boo-boo. Boo-boo.
Got some bad lighting going on here.
Got some bad lighting going on? You can take the camera and go to the back if you like.
Well, that would make it worse. I think I want to close the doors.
You want to close the doors?
I think so.
Well, I'm painting the doors shut right at the present moment.
The other doors.
All right, let's go back here. Let's keep going. Bad light back here. No. Wow. I'm learning as I go here. That's basically what life is about, learning as you go. You're never too old to learn, that's for sure. So that's my method about getting mad at somebody now. I just figure if I get mad at somebody, they own me. And I don't want anybody to own me. Not even close. I just try to keep that in mind. Ooh, I'm getting better as I go. You notice that?
Mm-hmm. That's what I found those foam brushes good for. Was like the dabbing when we were doing the...
The dabbing.
Yeah.
I think it's better to dab, swipe, and get out. You know what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to figure that out, but it's true. Probably should dab that and then... Don't want to knock that over, do we? We don't want two gallons of red paint. And we will have blue to touch up, or red to touch up, or blue to touch up. That'll happen. But we are building the race car for the back of the truck, having fun with it, trying to make it look as flashy as possible. Sometimes get carried away with how much paint I put on that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. This is a good job for a husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, soulmates, friends, associates, and me and Jolene. She laughs at me, boys, but she laughs at me in real life, and we have fun. Don't we, baby? We have fun. We're gonna maybe have to do it twice, but man, that thing's looking red and blue. I almost like the green.
Yeah, I like it too.
Doesn't matter if I like the green or not. The truck was red on the inside and it dictated what went on, did it not? Mm-hmm. It did. And that's where it's at. That's the end of it. That's where it's at and that's the end of it.
There's only so many colors that go with red.
Well, let's face it. Red and blue, how flashy is that? Ooh. How flashy is that? Flashy. That paint is drying just as fast as I put it on there. Hard to believe. I know. But I'm telling you the truth. I don't want that in it though. It'll get runs in it and it'll dry at the same time. So, if nothing else, try not to let someone get mad, or try not to get mad at somebody. That's the new thing for today. Try not to get mad at somebody, because you have to stop and think. If you get mad at them, they own you. And the reason I say that is because of your thought and your energy is belonging to them, and it's not fair to give them your energy. I'm going to say fair, but it's not what I would want to do with my energy. I don't want to give it to somebody else. I want to give anybody anything. I want to give it to Jolene, and it's not being mad. And I know this because I have a temper. I really do. You don't become bad Chad for nothing.
You're getting better.
Oh, did you hear that, boys? I'm getting better. But you know what? I want to get better. And I have to keep that stuff in my brain. I have to keep that stuff in my brain. I want to do up around top to see if I can get that. The red, green, blue show. Whew, it's a wild looking paint job I got going on there, isn't it? I've painted things before and gone in the house and been so mad, but I'm not going to do that today because the car is a car that we're just trying to make for fun. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So remember, if you get mad at me and you don't like me, I own you. And I know it. You don't want that, do you? I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Can't tell if that was a run in the red before, or the blue before, or the red. I cannot tell. Excuse me. As I'm painting this, I'm thinking about Superman. Actually, I should be thinking about Superwoman, shouldn't I? It's not good to be thinking about man. Superwoman. That's Jolene, Superwoman. So we got a couple different paint jobs we got to paint on this bad boy. We've got red and white. We've got to tape them both off. We'll try to show you the process. Or Jolene will anyways. She's my lady. I gotta stand back for a second. Ooh, second coat's gonna go on nice. Just checking it out, see if it's gonna cover, but second coat's gonna go on nice. And then we got stars to go in on that red. Man, what a paint job. Me with a brush. Look and see what I'm doing here. No. This is how easy this car, well, not easy, but this is how this car evolves. When you have something like out there, like the Packard that we have. That Packard has a 6-cylinder flathead with a transmission on it. When it comes to this race car stuff, grab that 6-cylinder flathead out of that old car that you have that you're not going to do much with. Make something out of it. You know, don't waste it. Make something out of it. And make it your mission to not waste it. Make something out of it. You got an old 6-cylinder flathead laying around? Go for it. Make yourself happy. Do it your way. With a brush, with a piece of foam brush, with whatever you want. That's what we're doing. And if someone don't like it, you know what it is, you own them. And take pleasure out of it, because I do. I do. Can't wait till Jolene helps me.
I'm going to here once you finish that.
Jeez. It's all right, sweetheart. Jolene owns me sometimes. Don't you, baby? Huh? Yeah, she owns me. She does. Get me up. Get me worked up. She owns me. I love her for it. Don't it, baby?
Yeah.
Teases me. Tease me, baby. Tease me. Do. Oh yeah, that second coat's really gonna work. See that? Mm-hmm. Baby. Look at that now, would you? I don't know if there's red that got runs in that, if there's blue that runs in that. There's Sweet Daddy Seeky runs in that. Sweet Daddy Seeky. Remember that guy? Mm-hmm. Wrestler. I watched a documentary on him, and he was a brave man. A very brave man. Yeah, very brave man he was. If you don't know, you'll have to watch. Someone to look up to, actually. Even though, he seemed like, just a wrestler. But he was a brave man. Now, I'm going to leave that be for a second. Try to.
You want to go for the bottom?
What's that?
Should we go for the bottom?
That's what you want me to do? That's what I shall do.
And then we can wrap it up after, like the side, I think.
So you can see where the time goes when you're doing stuff like this. Time just flies by. Also, when I'm doing this, like I always say, those who create have got no time for hate. And you can see why, because I'm busy. I'm busy, man. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. If you become creative, you'll be too busy too. To dislike or hate. You'll be too busy. Guarantee it. Try it. Jolie's gonna paint like a son of a gun when the camera goes down, aren't you, baby? Huh?
Yeah.
Promise me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she promised me, boy. She promised me. She's gonna paint like a son of a gun when the camera goes down.
I might do a time lapse.
You might do a time lapse?
Yeah, to add, maybe. We'll see.
God bless you, and everybody knows I love you. If they don't, they damn well should. She's my lady. She's my lady. Love the one you're with, or leave them be. Sounds about right, doesn't it, sweetheart?
Mm-hmm. Good advice.
What's that, sweetheart?
Good advice.
Good advice?
Mm-hmm.
Love the one you're with, or leave them be. Sometimes I wonder if I got good advice, but I throw it out there anyways. It's what's on my brain. Like I always say, I only do what my brain tells me to do. These foam brushes are really nice for this weld where it's not ground. Mm-hmm. I can get in there and paint that. I don't know about that. Who did that? Do, 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 do. A lot of fun doing this shit. Excuse my licorice. Jimbo's doing a real good job on his Ferrari. Get to see his videos. Haven't been out because we haven't been around, but Jimbo's doing a fantastic job on that Ferrari. He's a bad cat. I can guarantee he's not had no bad thoughts about anybody. He's working on his car. He's busy. He's busy. I don't know if Jimbo has bad thoughts, does he? I don't think so either. I think that's why we like Jimbo so much. Jimbo's a fantastic person. Look at that red slide in there. The 2 coats is the answer, sweetheart. Mm-hmm. Unless I get runs in it. I dry some fast. Faster than I can change my mind. Alrighty. I'll be all afternoon painting this red. But I hope I do not pee to bed painting red. Go get him, Fina. She does a fantastic job. That's what dogs do, bark. I first got Fina, first 4 months she never barked, 5 months or whatever, 6 months, and she never barked. She barked one day and she never stopped.
Hey.
How you doing?
Oh, that might be our intake.
What's that?
Might be our intake for the Jaguar.
Who goes there? He doesn't want to answer. FedEx?
Yeah.
All right. You got a package for us?
Yes, sir.
Well done. Thank you. No problem.
Yep, I can sign it.
There's the payment you want it?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I have to pay for it.
You have to pay for it?
Yeah.
You want me to hold the camera while you pay for it?
No, I can just set it down here.
Okay. We missed you yesterday, eh?
Yeah. I think I was here around 4:30 or 5.
Okay. We were still in the airplane.
Oh. So how would you like to be?
MasterCard.
I just need the number.
Do you want me to write it in?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that'd be probably the best thing than broadcast it on that camera.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Thank you.
number here
Okay.
and expiry here.
Okay.
You gotta love it when parts come in.
Yeah, man. Everyone does.
Everyone does. Everyone does. You're their best guy when the parts come in, eh?
I have like lots of car parts delivery daily.
Awesome.
A lot from Rock Auto too.
A lot from Rock Auto.
Yeah.
Them guys are making a killing, are they not?
Yeah. And sometimes from California parts.
Right?
So those are the last 4 numbers there.
It's always beautiful. Thank
Cool.
you.
Thank you.
Just take a minute.
Sounds like the checkout.
The package is off.
Oh, it's open?
No, it's off. When I get it, it's from the warehouse.
Oh, okay.
So it was, I think, it was something.
It seems weird, doesn't it? Do they normally come open?
Sometimes it's because the box in and box down, and because on the top the tape gets stuck out.
As long as there's no damage, we don't
Thank you.
Okay.
don't mind for taking a look. You have a great day.
You too, man. Have a good one.
You too, man. Whoop whoop. We got Jaguar parts for the Bugatti. We took the carburetor system off the 59. I think I explained that already once. We took that 59 off, and it does not go with the 4.2 because it's a 3.9,
3.8.
3.8. Man, this thing's gonna look badass. Huh, baby? Badass. She's not base clear. She's urethane. Is she, baby?
Yeah.
Urethane. Let's get a little bit back here and show what she looks like. We're gonna have to do this twice. We're not gonna peel the tape off. Not a chance. Not a chance. 2 coats. 2 coats. It's like the Dayton game. 2 and 2. Two and 2. All right, I'm going to put this down for a second, and I'm going to give you a little extra special. Let's go take a look at the shop. Walls are up. They're doing a fantastic job. Walls are up. We'll just take a walk in the inside for a minute. This is where we're going to put all of our cars that we have from the TV show and the ones that I've built. We've collected a few motorcycles, but we're going to put all the cars in here, and hopefully someday they'll be here, so when someone shows up we can be here to show them what they look like. But they're doing a fantastic job. All the bracing work is making sure that nothing goes anywheres. All the walls were built on the ground and they're standing them up. Yeah, it's going quite well. The cement floor looks good. Everything they've done I'm very happy with, and we are very fortunate to be able to put this building up, and we're going to share it with everybody when it's done, no doubt in my mind. Alrighty everybody, we're just painting along here. I've got to get this car out of the garage and put on the back of that truck. You keep sticking with us. We'll be a couple more episodes, obviously 3 or 4 maybe. There's another paint job, 3 or 4 more paint jobs, but we're going to get it painted. We're going to get it up on the back of that ramp truck and see what it goes like. That's going to be the biggest day. The biggest day to reveal the truck is not it. It's putting that on the back of it for me, is getting it up on the back of it to see what it really looks like. But we're getting there. We've got a couple more colors to go. You come back tomorrow and we'll do the exact same thing over again. Like, share, comment, come back, enjoy, have fun. Don't get mad, because if you do, I own you. Have a good one. Come back tomorrow.